All right, that wraps up the selling action that we have certainly seen today on the street. Dow closing off nearly 700-point drop there. S&P off just about 2% flat. The Nasdaq closing off 2.5%. Taking a look at some of the biggest movers, some of the biggest stories of the day. We got to start with Home Depot because shares finishing in the red, the worst performer inside the Dow with a drop of just about 7% as the company projects no sales growth this year in 2023. The home improvement store also highlighting today a new $1 billion investment plan that will boost its minimum wage to $15 an hour. This brings Home Depot in line with some of the other larger retailers out there, including Amazon, which already pays workers a $15 minimum wage. Walmart recently saying it's going to boost its minimum wage to $14. So obviously coming at a cost here from all these retailers, specifically here, Home Depot, that $1 billion cost there. Getting mixed reactions from the street. But Dave, taking a step back, it just highlights the labor shortage, the issue that's facing so many of these retailers and what they need to do, the lengths that they need to go in order to attract workers and keep the ones that they have.
Yeah, look, we're seeing it in the biggest retailers in the country. Walmart's average pay now will be $17.50. You're seeing it at Lowe's, Home Depot's biggest competitor. You're seeing it basically across the board because the lowest unemployment rate in some 50 years, such a tight labor market. Until that dynamic changes, which is what the Fed needs to see, it cannot change. I don't know what Jerome Powell's going to do to break that cycle, which is what he believes he needs to do to get inflation back anywhere near that 2% target. But although we say wages are increasing, they are not growing as fast as inflation. I think we're at 4.4% in the last 12 months in terms of hourly wage growth. That's much less than the prices have increased 6.4% year to year through January. So yes, they're coming up, but inflation is outpacing those wage gains. Tricky story in terms of the Fed because you want these workers to make more money. They need to make more money to live. Not the story that Jerome Powell needs to tell.
Yeah, they certainly do. And obviously it's a hard situation for everyone to be in. And specifically, it's hard for the Fed, just given the fact of the dynamics at play right now. In terms of the street's reaction to this, Walmart was out with a note saying that outlook for flat 2023 comp sales, that was, quote, better than feared. Another common theme that we've been talking about a lot. But when taking that wage investment into account, quote, it's hard to say that Home Depot took the downside scenario off the table. So we're looking at a drop here with Home Depot of about 7%, that $1 billion investment into wages clearly having an impact. That coupled with the no sales growth forecast here for 2023.